on, Knicks fans? Welcome back to Knicks Media. The Knicks absolutely dominate the Milwaukee Bucks at home. They lose back-to-back games against Houston and the Atlanta Hawks, and a lot of Knicks fans started to panic, all right? Some people were feeling like this team is not good enough. Okay, what's going on? We're below 500. Now, I know the Milwaukee Bucks, they're struggling this season. They are not a good team, but they still got Giannis Antetokounmpo. They got Damian Lillard. They still got Brook Lopez. And I know that the Bucks, again, aren't phenomenal, but the Knicks dominated tonight. And Karl-Anthony Towns put up another phenomenal performance with a 32-11 rebound game, 5 dimes. I'm excited to break this one down. Knicks fans, let me know how you're feeling in the comment section right now after that big-time W. I'm going to share my biggest takeaways of the New York Knicks W tonight. Would love to hear your guys' biggest takeaways down below in the comments as well. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to Knicks Media if you're new here, as we'll be covering Knicks games and Knicks content all season long. Big shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Knicks Media all season long. Make sure you guys check them out and get your 150% bonus on your first deposit by using code YouTube150, and then you will receive a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. They got great Knicks bets on there. The Knicks covered the -7.5 spread tonight on BetUS. So shout out to the Knicks fans that cashed out on that one. Now, my biggest takeaway tonight was this Knicks team looked focused, man. They looked like they were determined, how they were pissed off after their performance. I mean, let's be honest, that loss that they suffered against the Hawks was absolutely abysmal. They were up by 5 points late in that fourth quarter, and they allowed that Hawks team to come back and go on a 13-1 run. That was a loss they just handed them, and they had to bounce back, and they did. Okay, they looked focused. It looked like Tom Thibodeau had this Knicks team playing on a string. They looked like a team that handled adversity very well. And I'm not going to overreact off of this win and think that we're going to go on a 10-game winning streak. I got to see more. But I also feel like this game right here should show us Knicks fans that when Karl-Anthony Towns is playing at this level, OG Anunoby is playing at the caliber of defense he's playing, Bridges still getting comfortable, and Brunson is another story we'll get into, and Josh Hart near triple-double, Deuce McBride off the bench, Tyler Kolek, the rookie, playing phenomenal. This is an all-around great win for the New York Knicks. So I feel like my biggest takeaway, like I mentioned, was how focused they were and how just together they were. They got off to a fast start. They never looked back. They never let this Bucks team even sniff a comeback. And the defense was phenomenal. They also turned the turnovers down. The turnovers was abysmal last game. 16 turnovers last game. I think they had 8 or 9 turnovers in this one, which is phenomenal. But we got to talk about Cat just a few more moments here because he's doing something historic. The guy is shooting like, 57, 60% from 3 for the season? I mean, he shot 4 for 8 tonight from downtown, started the game 3 for 3. He is looking dominant out there, folks. I know his defense isn't elite, but you see what he's doing. He's relentless. He's like, destroying the allegations of him being quote-unquote soft and not be able to handle New York, all that nonsense people said when he got traded here. I don't believe in any of that. Karl-Anthony Towns is a star, and he's reminding everybody a 3-level scorer, put the ball on the floor, can attack the paint, finish through contact, get his own rebound if he has to, post hook, you name it. Step back, contested 3-point shot. Cat's hyped me up. He has hyped me up, man. He's a very good basketball player, and he's a joy to watch on our New York Knicks. Now, I do want to talk about Jalen Brunson because I definitely feel like that is definitely not a positive thing right now because JB is just not himself, right? We hold JB to a standard of excellence of 28 points per game that he did last year, and he's not that guy right now. And I think he's figuring out his role because I think last season, especially after Randall got hurt, he had to be the guy. Like, we did not have another player on the court in the playoffs last season next to Jalen Brunson that we can rely on. He didn't have his his fellow all-star companion next to him anymore, Julius Randle. When Randle went down, there's no other guy that can get a bucket in ISO whenever you need to, that can put up 25 plus a night. And when Randle went down, Brunson had to be the guy. That's it. You have the role players of Dante being clutch from downtown. You had Josh Hart. OG Anunoby when healthy was, another good scorer for them last year. But my point is, Brunson had to be the guy on offense. The offense ran through him. And now you add Karl-Anthony Towns. JB's kind of all over the place. He's like, okay, I want to get my shots, but I got to give it to Cat. Like, it doesn't feel like they figured out the chemistry yet. And that's okay. We're 8 games into the season, folks. Brunson is going to take some time, and I think I've been saying it over and over again on this channel, but Knicks fans need to realize that it's going to take some time before this Knicks team starts dominating the NBA, right? This game is a good sign of progressing into that direction here, but you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, for example. They're 10-0. You know what the Cleveland Cavaliers have on the Knicks that we don't have? Continuity. What is this, their third season with Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley? Like, they've had the same roster for years now. And the reason why I bring that up is they have so much chemistry. They're playing on a string. They're playing together. And this Knicks team is all new. There's no chemistry yet. We had chemistry, but they blew it up with the trades, which I'm okay with to this point. But Bridges is brand new. OG has not even been a Knick for a full season yet. Cat got traded here a day before training camp started. So they're going to figure each other out. I don't want to say the word patience because I know Knicks fans don't want to hear that. But I think the reality and the expectations for the season for Knicks fans should be the first few months of the season is going to be figuring each other out, still winning games, still being up there in the Eastern Conference playoffs. But I think we're not going to see the full potential of this Knicks team until the back end of the season. And by the way, that's what you want it to be. We want to go into the playoffs playing our best brand of basketball. We want these few months is for them to figure each other out. Tom Thibodeau making the adjustments. Cat and Brunson getting on the same page. OG and Bridges being the elite wings together. How can they really match up defensively? Josh Hart being the glue. Getting healthier off the bench, by the way, which we haven't been all season. When Precious comes back, it's going to be a game changer. When Mitchell Robinson comes back, it's going to be a complete game changer. So that's really what we got to look out for the rest of the season. But getting back into tonight's game, very impressed with Tyler Kolek, man. I'll be honest. Off the bench, he deserves some more minutes in my eyes. I mean, he's filling in for Cameron Payne. The guy is elite from downtown to start off his NBA career. He was 4 for 4 from beyond the arc heading into this game, and he finished 2 for 4. So the guy is, 6 for 8 from beyond the arc in his career? That's phenomenal stuff. He looks confident. He looks very, just comfortable out there on the court. So shout out to the rookie, Tyler Kolek, man. I think he deserves some more minutes, in my opinion. Also got to salute the Deuce McBride off the bench, 14 points. Need any bench impact we can get. Jericho Sims had 2 points off the bench. Matt Ryan in garbage time had his Knick debut, hit a shot. Welcome to the New York Knicks, Matt Ryan. Josh Hart, near triple-double. He deserves a shout-out. 11, 7, and 9 for Josh Hart. Just a typical Josh Hart type of game. OG Anunoby, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Flooding the stat sheet. OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges, 17 points, 7 of 18 from the field, 3 of 11 from downtown, which you want to see better. But the Knicks did not shoot well as a team from beyond the arc, but they were able to get the job done. A cruising victory led by Karl Anthony Towns. So Knicks fans, sound off in the comments. Let me know your overall thoughts, your biggest takeaways from the Knicks dominance over the Milwaukee Bucks. Don't forget to smash the like button. Big shout out to BetUS again for sponsoring the show. See you guys next time. Let's enjoy this win. Let's turn the page. We got Indiana again on Sunday. Peace out, folks.